Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily Football Zone. I'm your host, Kev, and I'm here with my fifth and final mock draft of 2023. Um, it's been a fun month, fun couple months actually, ever since mock drafts started to come out. And even though people do them year round, but it's usually around March when it gets more starts coming out and getting more of a feel of what's going to happen come, April 27th, which is in 2 days from now. I'm recording this and releasing this on Tuesday, April 25th. So, we're about 2 days away. It's draft week. A lot of rumors coming out. Will Levis is supposedly now the favorite at number one, and supposedly there's a rumor from Reddit. The Reddit user is saying that Will Levis is telling family and friends that he's getting taken number one to Carolina. Obviously, I don't believe in any random Reddit user in general. I'm not gonna trust that source, and even if that is a true source, Will Levis could be saying that. That doesn't mean Scott Fitterer and Frank Reich and all them in Carolina's front office agree with that. So even if that's a true statement on Reddit, doesn't mean that it's gonna happen come Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, or I believe that's when the draft starts. Usually around 5:30. I think it's 5, but Pacific time. But yeah, I'm not buying anything until the Panthers are on the clock, and I'm not gonna believe any rumors that I see. Obviously, I'm gonna mute my phone. I'm gonna mute my Twitter. I don't want no. Obviously, I don't want no spoilers coming out. I'm not gonna check that those apps to have spoilers run for me. So yeah, I'm not gonna even bother to even check Twitter or Instagram or none of that, because I like watching it live. Like obviously, I like watching it on TV and having the commissioner announce it before someone random on Twitter that gets sources before the fucking picks announced. I don't want to be ruined that way. I like it the old school way where I'm here waiting for the commissioner to announce it. That's just me. But if you enjoy looking at spoilers and looking up on, you just gotta know before everyone else. So, good for you. I'm not gonna knock you on that. That's your own preference. But yeah, I'm gonna get the mock draft simulator up on the screen, and again, I'm whatever with the mock draft simulators. I should have made banners and like put them on the screen, but that takes a lot of time, and I just we're busy these days, and I couldn't do it. But yeah, I'm gonna do the mock draft simulator for PFN. Hopefully, the trades go through that I made trades with. Obviously, that's the one big reason why it's a struggle, because if they don't prove the damn trade, it's kind of irritating. But we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe I should start paying for PFF's mock draft simulator so I can just force a trade if I want to. I've been using Mockout. They have a simulator and an app on your mobile device, and I wish they had a computer version, because they let you force it, and it's not a bad app. I've been using it to do my mocks instead of going on like PFN or whatever, and obviously you can't make trades on PFF unless you're paying, and I haven't, I'm not paying it. So I've been using Mockout, and I'm not paid sponsor or anything like that. I'm just giving y'all a game and recognition. Maybe y'all want to check that out instead of going on these random websites with ads popping up and shit like this one. Yeah, go check out Mockout. It's pretty straight. I've used it for a couple years now. And also use the ones like PFF and shit too. So whatever your preference is, of course. But yeah, with that being said, it's my fifth and final mock draft for 2023. I've been wanting to put them out on Mondays. The past 2 weeks I got busy, so they're coming out on Tuesdays. But still, it's fine. The draft's in 2 days, as long as it's out before the week. Also, before I get into it, we got a Daily Football Zone as a collective. Our whole page, we're all hopping on. All the hosts are hopping on tonight. I think all 6 of us, I believe there's 6. Yeah, 6 of us are gonna be on together for the first time actually for this mock draft season. Usually the first, I think we're on number 4. The first 3, there's always been one or two people missing due to circumstances, but I believe everyone's gonna be on tonight, so that'll be fun. You can look forward to that. That will likely be released tomorrow, Wednesday, April 26th, due to us recording it Tuesday night. So if you're watching this today, Tuesday, look forward to that tomorrow. It'll be a good one. I appreciate everyone that tunes in, leaves feedback, let us know how y'all feel and all that. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'll get this one started for you. I don't want to ramble too long. I don't want to make this an hour long. But yeah, with that being said, Carolina's on the clock. I'm still going Bryce Young. I don't care about the Will Levis rumors, and I don't care if Will Levis thinks he's going to Carolina. That does not mean that he's going to Carolina just because he thinks that and telling people that. So I'm going Bryce Young to the Carolina Panthers. At 2, you still got the speculation that they could go quarterback, or maybe they don't go quarterback, just due to the fact that some people don't think it's going to be CJ Stroud due to the rumors that he's connected with Deshaun Watson. They don't want to have that type of environment back in Houston. Just that connection, I think it's like they have the same agent, I believe. But that's what they want to not, go that route. That's all them. And plus, obviously, the cognitive tests that he scored an 18% range. Like, obviously, people are putting that into factor that he can possibly drop a couple picks due to that. And we'll see what really happens on Thursday. But with this one, I changed it up. I've gone Will Anderson. I've gone CJ Stroud, Bryce Young. Like I've gone all that in my mocks. But between either Daily Football Zone's mocks or my mocks, like I've had all 3 of those guys go to 2, depending on what Carolina does or what they decide to do at 2. But this one I'm gonna change it up since Will Levis is now the second favorite, and some think he might go first. I'm having him go second. I'm having him go to. We're gonna have our big shocker of the draft and have Will Levis go second to the Houston Texans. That'll definitely be blockbuster news when that comes out, when the picks announced. Will Levis to the Houston Texans. I'm changing it up a little bit. I feel like, you never really know. You can't blame me for Will Levis there when you don't really know what Houston's gonna do at number 2. So people that want to critique me, go ahead. Man, no one. I'm sure there's never been 100% correct mock draft ever. So, you want to be upset with that, be upset with that. But I got Will Levis there at Houston for number 2. At 3, I got Arizona staying put, and they're gonna get Will Anderson Jr. It's a toss up. Some teams might like Tyree Wilson over Will Anderson Jr. It depends on what type of edge you like. But Will Anderson's my number 1 edge, and I got Arizona, filling that need. You don't got JJ Watt there anymore. He was their sack leader last year. He's retired. He's also your sack leader at the age he was. Obviously, you need some younger cats to fill the need right there. I know they drafted like a couple guys last year, but Will Anderson's obviously better than all the guys they got on that roster going into it. So, Will Anderson Jr. to the Arizona Cardinals at 3. Now with the 4th pick, Indianapolis obviously can stay put and get a quarterback they want. And CJ Stroud's sitting there at 4. Doesn't have to go far, going from Ohio State to Indianapolis to play for the Colts. I can see that being a possibility there at 4, especially if CJ Stroud's still on the board. Anthony Richardson's there too, but I'm sure Indianapolis wouldn't expect CJ Stroud to be there compared to Anthony Richardson that could be there at 4. So if you see CJ Stroud there at 4, I think they snag Stroud over Richardson, of course. So despite the test score, despite Anthony Richardson's frame and potential, Stroud's the more ready guy, and obviously Indianapolis is needing to compete in a division that's still not that. I mean, Jacksonville is the favorite, but they can still compete in that division because Jacksonville is a decent team, but it's not like a Kansas City Chiefs or Buffalo Bills, and now even New York Jets, who just got Aaron Rodgers yesterday, and the trade finally was official. They're not like that type of team where they can still compete, and especially if you get a quarterback that's quarterback ready and they fill in some holes and then compete. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win the division or make playoffs, but bringing a guy like CJ Stroud, you can possibly make your future more brighter, of course, than waiting to see if Anthony Richardson's the guy. Obviously, a more raw prospect than up and down is past year in Florida. CJ Stroud is more solidified. So CJ Stroud out 4. With the 5th overall pick, I got Seattle staying put, and I'm gonna have them go Tyree Wilson. They could go Jalen Carter, but you bring in Draymond Jones. I think edge is more of a need due to that signing. I feel like, and also again Jalen Carter's recent couple months with the I don't want to blab too much about it because I already have, but Jalen Carter's situation, I see them going Tyree Wilson at 5. And now at 6, so we still don't got to trade. And that's the thing. A lot of people thinking a lot of people are going to trade up to the top 5 to get a quarterback, and some teams might just wait and see how it pans out because some of these teams might not actually get a quarterback, and they might not want to waste future capital to jump into the top 3 or the top 5. So, have these teams staying put. You still got Anthony Richardson on the board, but yeah, at 6, Detroit. I got them going. Christian Gonzalez out of Oregon. It's a flip flop. You might think some might like Devin Witherspoon more than Christian Gonzalez. Some like Christian Gonzalez over Devin Witherspoon. I just feel like Christian Gonzalez will fit that Detroit defense. I could see him playing in Detroit. Devin Witherspoon can end up going there too, but in my mock, I got Christian Gonzalez heading to Detroit. Now with the 7th pick, that's where I got Devin Witherspoon. I mean, I feel like this could be a pick Raiders trade. Could possibly trade back and then maybe get a corner later like Porter Jr. or Deontay Banks. If they want to get more draft capital due to the fact that they got a lot of holes, especially on defense. They can use another linebacker, another defensive lineman. I mean, they can go Jalen Carter right here, even though there's reports that they taking him off the draft board. But I just feel like this is a Raider pick to do is obviously select Jalen Carter. But I got Devin Witherspoon. Obviously, I feel like the cornerback need is way more of a need at this moment, especially at 7. You got Devin Witherspoon sitting right there. I feel like they'll address the cornerback position. With that being said, we got the Atlanta Falcons on the clock, and I'm gonna make this a trade. I got them being a trade back. I feel like this will be the first trade, and I'm gonna stick with what I've been doing, and that's with the Detroit Lions. I feel like I just like this move for both teams. I feel like it'll be beneficial for Atlanta, get some more draft capital, still get a guy that they can get a position of need back at 18 compared to 8. Some people got them going Bijan Robinson. We'll see what really happens, but for now, I got them trading back. I don't think Robinson's gonna go in the top 8 or top 10. We'll see how they really value the running back. But again, this is where it gets annoying because they don't ever want to take the damn trades. So we'll see what happens if I can even make it happen. If not, I'll just make the pick there for who I have them at 18. So for y'all watching, that'll be the reason why. I did 194, right? Maybe try 183. See if that works. I think last time this was happening, I just did like a swap and it worked. Let's see if I just trade 18 and 8. See if this accepted. There you go. So obviously that's kind of stupid because I want to just trade back 10 spots and not get extra freaking capital. But whatever. If this gets my mock moving, I don't really care about. I'm not here to predict what capital they're giving up. I just got the prediction that that's going to be the damn trade up and trade back. So, with that being said, Detroit, I did this last time. I do it again. They're going to get Jalen Carter. He's falling to 8. They might want to jump ahead of Chicago, who could possibly go Jalen Carter if he was there at 9. But I got their rival jumping in front of them to snag Jalen Carter. I think that'd be a huge move for Detroit to be able to get 2 top positions of need in the top 10. Jalen Carter, possibly the best defensive player in this draft, alongside Will Anderson, and Christian Gonzalez, either 1A, 1B at corner, whoever you prefer, but still a top guy. I would say that's a big win for Detroit's defense for sure, if they would pull that off. But with that being said, we'll go into Chicago's pick, and I'm going to keep it with the offensive lineman. I'm going to keep it with Peter Skoronski. I mean, if they want to throw him on the inside, obviously there's a need there. They can obviously help protect Justin Fields. Give him the protection. You bring in playmakers on offense for him. You bring in a lot of players on defense. They can still go some other. They can still fill in on that defense. Maybe on day 2 for sure. They can address more defensive side of the ball. But Peter Skoronski there at 9. I got him going to Chicago. With the pick 10, this guy, I've seen him as early as 8. I've seen him as late as 20 something. So, but I got the Eagles going Miles Murphy still. I believe I had him there last mock too. They can fill that edge need. I'm not gonna ramble too much. I've said it already. They have Brandon Graham is getting older. Hassan Reddick, he's still playing, and I say that in the midst of his prime. He's not gonna get any younger though. So get a guy on a rookie contract, bring him in. Eventually gonna fill that that hole they're gonna have once Brandon Graham's gone. Obviously Brandon Graham's also older, so he could still get playing time his rookie year. So I feel like that'll be the decision Philadelphia does at 10. Some might think Bijan Robinson can go there to Philadelphia at 10, but I got different plans for for Robinson, but I don't see him going right there to Philly at 10. But you never know. At 11, this is where I got Anthony Richardson finally falling. Um, there's all the reports that they're going quarterback, that they're not sold on Malik Willis. Some might say why draft Malik Willis. He was a total raw prospect, just to give up on him after 1 year, then go go Anthony Richardson the next year, who's also a raw prospect. But Malik Willis obviously was drafted in the 3rd round. Richardson's getting 1st round grades. I'd say Richardson's more is not as of a raw prospect compared to Willis. And Tannehill's getting older, and he's not, his time is coming up. Obviously, there's other holes on this team, but I feel like if they're going to be in a rebuild, you got to start off. They're going to start off bringing in a new quarterback, and they got the rest of the draft to address other needs. Even though they got some big needs over there in Detroit, not in Detroit, Tennessee. I was getting my blue teams incorrectly, but yeah, I got Tennessee going. Anthony Richardson, especially if he's there on the board at 11. That could be a possibility for Tennessee right there. And now with the 12th pick, we got the Houston Texans. Again, I had the biggest shock of the draft so far. Well, one of them being Will Levis at 2 to Houston instead of CJ Stroud or Will Anderson or whatever quarterback ends up being available right there. I got them going Will Levis. And with that being said, since they passed out on the other Will of Will Anderson Jr., I got them going Nolan Smith at 12 to edge out of Georgia. They're gonna fill that need. Obviously, it's a big need as well. They don't got just like Arizona, they don't got JJ Watt there anymore. They don't got Clowney. They don't got all those other guys that they had before. I feel like Nolan Smith is very versatile, very fast. I feel like that's a D'Amico Ryan's pick right there for sure. If he's not getting his defensive guy at 2, he definitely wants it at 12. I know they're gonna get a receiver, and I think that's gonna be pick 33, or they might even trade up in late 1st round to get a receiver they want. But I feel like Nolan Smith's gonna be the guy there at 12. I don't think a receiver's gonna go that early, but we'll see. Could it be here at 13? Green Bay Packers. That happened with the pretty much the Rodgers trade. They swapped for this 1st round. They swapped 13 and 15. They also got like a 2nd round pick and some other picks, but only this pick matters for this mock draft. With that being said, Green Bay, they can go wide receiver and go tight end, but they're not known for doing that in the 1st round. They just don't like to give their quarterbacks any weapons to throw to in the 1st round. So that being said, I got them going offensive tackle, Paris Johnson Jr. You got to protect Jordan Love. David Bakhtiari is only getting older, and the right tackle position's obviously a need. I can't even remember the guy's name that's there at right tackle. I looked at the depth chart, and it's a random. So again, you can help Jordan Love with obviously with the pass, the weapons on offense, but you gotta give him some protection too. And you got your 2nd round pick, and you got the Jets. You got the Jets 2nd round pick too, like that too. But I think it's like number 42 or something like that. Right there, you can either go tight end or receiver there. Sometime in the 2nd round or on day 2, you can address those needs. But you got Paris Johnson Jr. there at 13. Some have him as the top tackle. Some might have him behind Peter Skoronski. Right here, I have Peter Skoronski going 1st. So, I think that would be a big need for Green Bay. It might not be the most appealing pick, especially being an offensive lineman and knowing that Green Bay needs some weapons for Jordan Love. They also need protection too. Again, David Bakhtiari is getting up there in age, and they have a hole at right tackle. So, Paris Johnson Jr. there too, the Green Bay Packers. And with that being said, I got set of tackles. I got 3 straight offensive tackles off the board right here. So with that being said, I got Broderick Jones to the New England Patriots, and then Jets move back a couple spots with Green Bay with the Rodgers trade, and they get Darnell Wright. So 3 straight offensive tackles. Obviously, all those teams could use an offensive tackle. The Patriots, Riley Reef. They signed Riley Reef, 34 years old or so. Trent Brown's also getting old, and he's been injured from time to time. So, get Broderick Jones on that rookie deal. Same for the Jets. They signed Mekhi Becton a couple years ago just to be hurt the past 2 years and out of shape. He's lost weight supposedly, but still, I feel like that's still going to be a big need. And again, Aaron Rodgers is going to need that protection. You bring in Aaron Rodgers, you give up all that draft capital for him, get him some protection so he can have time to make plays. But that being said, we now got the Washington Commanders on the clock, and they can go cornerback right here, but I got them going tight end. The first tight end is going to be off the board right here with Dalton Kincaid to the Washington Commanders. Logan Thomas, been injured prone. He's not getting any younger. Get if it's Sam Howell, Jacoby Brissett starting for you, give them a security blanket, give them some more targets to throw to. And they got a pretty solid receiving group, but the tight end is definitely a need. So it's the cornerback position, but I feel like there's some day 2 corners that they can target that can fill in there. With pick number 17, I'm gonna keep it the way I've been keeping it. I'm having Joey Porter Jr. going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I've been mocking that. Like, I think that all my mocks have just mocked him there. If not, maybe one time I gave him offensive tackle. But I don't have an offensive tackle available there for him. So I don't think I think after Darnell Wright, there's a little bit of a drop off, maybe to like late first round to maybe get someone like Harrison there, but not at 17. I don't see them going Harrison at 17. So they don't go offensive tackle. Maybe they can get Harrison at 33 possibly. So that's why I'm not going offensive tackle right there at 17. I got them still sticking with Joey Porter Jr. They can use another corner, especially losing Cam Sutton. Minka Fitzpatrick can't do it all in that secondary. Now we got the Atlanta Falcons on the clock from that trade back. So I don't even have that many trades. I think I have like 1 or 2 more trades coming up in this mock. But yeah, we're now back to Atlanta. That being said, I can go Bijan Robinson right there. Obviously, some people think you can go there, but you had Tyler Algier run for 1,000 yards. Cordell Patterson's still there. I don't think they'll go Robinson. I feel like they got more needs. And I got Lucas Van Ness going there at 18. You bring in Bud Dupree, but he's just a role player. He's up there in age. He's been inconsistent the past 2 years. I know he got hurt 2 years ago, and then I think it was 2 years ago, or maybe it was last year. But obviously his Tennessee contract didn't work out, and they cut him like 2 years into his 5-year deal or something like that. 4-year deal. He got like 72 million or something, or 83 million, something crazy like that. But yeah, he's just he's a veteran guy, but they're still gonna I think they bring in a young cat, and Lucas Van Ness is available at 18. I got the Iowa product going to Atlanta. With the 19th pick, Tampa Bay. Darnell Wright's been my guy there, but since I had New York going Darnell Wright at 15, I got them going corner. I got them going Deonte Banks. I feel like they can help that secondary. And Deonte Banks is there at 19. I see them going Deonte Banks right there. So at 20, this is where I have a trade back. And I have... once you see the team I'm going to trade with, you're going to know possibly who's getting selected. And with that being said, I got Seattle trading back with the Dallas Cowboys. So with that being said, you can assume who I'm going to have mocked right here. I got to accept this because this mock draft is simulator is kind of dumb. With that being said, Robinson's on the board. They're going by Bijan Robinson. Maybe they don't think he'll fall to 26. Maybe Chargers, if they move on from Eckler, that could be a possibility right there. Even though I don't think Robinson's gonna go to the Chargers, but even though he's drawing comparisons to like LT and shit, also being a Texas guy, like don't think Chargers can make that move. But I don't think they will. We'll see what happens with Eckler. But I mean, you draft Spiller last year. You got Joshua Kelly still. Robinson's obviously better than both of those guys, but I think they're trying to make it work out with Eckler. I think they're going to pay him. We'll see if Eckler gets moved, though. Wouldn't surprise. With that being said, 21, the Chargers are on the clock. I was about to say Cardinals because it starts with a C. The Chargers are on the clock, and I got them going Michael Mayer. Give Justin Herbert another target. Gerald Everett is decent. He's not great. They can go wide receiver right here too. I've been mocking Jordan Addison. I just feel like Jordan Addison's going to be there, even though I'm putting Michael Mayer there. I'm hoping it's Jordan Addison because people have told me it's not going to be Addison, so I just want to prove them wrong. But we'll see come draft day. But Michael Mayer can fill a big need. I know they re-signed Donald Parham, but Gerald Everett can be a guy they could possibly be released. After the preseason. To cut down to 53. Just a veteran guy. I'm sure it's not going to hurt them that much to get rid of him, especially if Michael Mayer turns out to be the real deal. And then they bring back Donald Parham, who could still potentially be a serviceable number 2. tight ends. So we'll see what happens there. But Michael Mayer's there at 21. I can see maybe Chargers doing that. With the pick, with the 22nd pick, Ravens are on the clock. I think Lamar Jackson's gonna stay in Baltimore. We'll see what happens, but I think he's gonna eventually get the contract or eventually agree to a contract eventually. If not, play out this year and see what happens. But I got them going cornerback right here because some people mock a receiver there still, but you bring in Odell Beckham and Nelson Aguilar and stuff. I feel, and then you still got Rashad Bateman and Devin Duvernay. I don't think they'll go receiver. I think a cornerback is still a bigger need. So I got them going to Emmanuel Forbes though, out of Mississippi State. Size may be a concern, but he's a ball hawk in that secondary. He'll be a ball hawk in that secondary and make plays, come up with interceptions. We saw that at Mississippi State. I think he had like the most pick sixes too in the nation or something like that. If I remember hearing or seeing. But yeah, Emmanuel Forbes to the Baltimore Ravens at 22. At 23, this is where it gets kind of exciting if you're a Vikings fans, because some think that they might trade up to try and get a quarterback. But I think they go wide receiver. They're gonna go Jackson Smith and Jigba, especially if he's there at 23. I think they can go that route, especially losing Adam Thielen. You got Justin Jefferson. They're gonna be double teaming him like crazy this year if if they don't get another solid replacement for Thielen. Thielen's still serviceable wide receiver at 32 years old. Bringing in JSN to compare it to JSN to pair with Justin Jefferson, that would be crazy duo. Kirk Cousins should be playing at a Pro Bowl level, especially you got those two guys. Obviously JSN, I guess you could say, is an upgrade over Thielen at this point because Thielen's only getting older while JSN has a higher ceiling. So we'll see what happens at 23. But if Jackson Smith and Jigba's there at 23, I could see them going that route. But now we got the Jacksonville Jaguars on the clock at 24. And with this pick, I got them going to Cyrus Torrence. They can go Steve Avila if they feel like he's more of the fit. Cyrus Torrence is a big guard. He's like 340 pounds or something. He's a bigger body guy. Of course, all linemen are. But I can see them, getting the Florida guy and not having to move too far and staying in Florida and going to Jacksonville to play for the Jaguars. And that fills the need. Again, Trevor Lawrence could use the protection. All the young quarterbacks, of course, can use the protection to get the best ability out of them. Give them some time to make reads and make the correct throws and not being pressured to, make stupid throws. And, Trevor Lawrence, he's had a lot of interceptions his first 2 years in the league. Definitely had a lot in that first half of the wild card game against the Chargers. Still pulled it off. Obviously, you can see that the potential's there. He pulled off that amazing comeback. So he can lead a team to win, but give him some protection, especially in that interior offensive line. And that can go a long way to seeing more out of Trevor Lawrence and seeing his true capability. That being said, the Giants are on the clock, and I'm just gonna keep mocking Brian Branch. Some don't even have him going in the first round, but they need a safety alongside Xavier McKinney. They might go day 2, get someone like JL Skinner maybe. That's a possibility too, but I feel like you got Brian Branch there at 25. Make that draft pick. That being said, Seattle Seahawks with their trade back, they're on the clock. And at 26, I got them going Jordan Addison. They can use another receiver. Obviously, Tyler Lockett's getting older. You got DK Metcalf in the peak of his prime. He's in the middle of his prime. Give him some more weapons for Geno Smith. Some might think they're going to get a quarterback still, maybe at 5, even though they gave Geno Smith a team-friendly deal. I don't think this will be the year. Even though they say they don't think they're gonna be, they don't think they're gonna be picking in like the top 5, again in the future. But we'll see. But I don't got them going quarterback in the first round this year. At pick 27, we got the Buffalo Bills on the clock, and they can use some interior defensive line. I got them going Kalijah Kancey. Brian Brzee could be the guy there too, but I feel like Kalijah Kancey, especially as a scouting combine and all that, I feel like it's gonna have him jump over him, and Buffalo Bills can use some more interior defensive line presence, and they go Kalijah Kancey. Now at 28, this is where I got another trade, and this is where it gets interesting. I got the Cincinnati Bengals trading back with the Las Vegas Raiders. Only 10 spots back. Let's see if it lets me pull that off. Stupid mock. Maybe they just do that because they know people are doing it for this situation, and they just make it easier for our videos, I guess. If that's the case, cool. But yeah, Raiders are on the clock, and I got them making a surprise. I got them going Hendon Hooker at 28, moving 10 spots up to get their future quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. I'd say it's a pretty team friendly deal as well. He could be the bridge guy, obviously. You've seen that. Hendon Hooker's coming off a torn ACL. He's also 25. He could possibly, he might be ready by next year. And getting him in the first round, you get that extra year. You pick up that fifth year option. And I feel like the Raiders might make that. Might just pull that and then get Hendon Hooker at 28, trading 10 spots up. With that being said, 29, New Orleans Saints are on the clock, and that's where I got Bryan Bresee going. They can use some more interior defensive line help. This defensive line help in general. They can maybe also go edge. Someone like Will McDonald or Keon White could also be a possibility there. Cameron. What's his freaking name? I see his face. Cameron. This is pissing me off because I hate this dude because he's a Saint and he always causes us problems. And y'all probably yelling at me like his name is fucking Cameron, whatever. Cameron Jordan. Cameron Hayward is like coming up to my head. Like that's Pittsburgh. Cameron Jordan. I can't think of his fucking name. Yeah, Cameron Jordan's getting older. You lose Marcus Davenport. Yeah, you draft Peyton Turner, but that was obviously a reach and a horrible draft pick in my opinion to trade up for him a couple years ago. But yeah, I got Bryan Bresee going to New Orleans Saints, and I'm annoyed that I had to look up fucking Cameron Jordan's fucking name. Like I should have fucking known that. With that being said, Eagles are on the clock. I had them going edge. Myles Murphy. Now I got them going Zay Flowers. Even though some things Zay Flowers can be the first receiver taken, but in this mock, I'm going down to 30 to the Philadelphia Eagles. Pair him with Devontae Smith and AJ Brown, and you just gave Jalen Hurts a huge contract. Give him some more. Give him some more receivers. With that being said, speaking of receivers, the Kansas City Chiefs are on the clock, and I got them going Jalen Hyatt, another deep threat guy. Maybe they view him as a guy that can replace Tyreek Hill. Obviously, that's a hard thing to do, but I'm not saying he's gonna be Tyreek Hill. So don't put those words in my mouth. But deep threat guy, speed guy, could be a possibility there for Kansas City there at 31. But that being said, I'm gonna recap the fifth and final mock draft that I'm giving y'all. And didn't ramble too much. We're in 32 minutes right now, 33. But yeah, Bryce Young to the Carolina Panthers. At 2, Texans go Will Levis. At 3, the Arizona Cardinals go Will Anderson Jr. At 4, the Colts go C.J. Stroud. At 5, Tyree Wilson goes to the Seattle Seahawks. With the 6th pick, the Detroit Lions select Christian Gonzalez. With the 7th pick, the Las Vegas Raiders select Devin Witherspoon. At 8, the Detroit Lions trade up to select Jalen Carter. At 9, Chicago Bears select Peter Skoronski. At 10, the Philadelphia Eagles select Myles Murphy. With the 11th overall pick, the Tennessee Titans select Anthony Richardson. With the 12th overall pick, Houston Texans select Nolan Smith. I got three straight offensive tackles off the board with Green Bay going Paris Johnson Jr. At 13, 14, the Patriots select Roderick Jones. And then at 15, the Jets get Darnell Wright. Now with the 16th pick, Washington Commanders selecting Dalton Kincaid. At 7, got Joey Porter Jr. still to the Pittsburgh Steelers. At 18, Atlanta traded back with the Lions to select Lucas Van Ness. At 19, Deontay Banks to the Buccaneers. Then at 20, Cowboys trading up to select Bijan Robinson. At 21, Michael Mayer to the Los Angeles Chargers. At 22, Emmanuel Forbes to the Baltimore Ravens. At 23, Jackson Smith-Njigba to the Minnesota Vikings. At 24, Osiris Torrance to the Jacksonville Jaguars. At 25, Brian Branch to the New York Giants. At 26, Seattle traded back and got Jordan Addison. At 27, Kalijah Kancey to the Buffalo Bills. At 28, Cincinnati traded back 10 spots with the Las Vegas Raiders, and the Raiders select Hendon Hooker. At 29, Bryan Bresee to the Saints. 30 and 31, we got 2 wide receivers off the board with Eagles going Zay Flowers and the Kansas City Chiefs going Jalen Hyatt. So, yeah, that's pretty much my 5th mock draft of the 2023 NFL draft. Again, let me know in the comments how you feel, what you think is likely and what's not likely. I'll take all feedback, negative or positive. That's social media for you. People are negative, people are gonna be positive. That's fine. We're a couple days away. Looking forward to it. Expect some draft content after the draft. Friday and Thursday and Friday for both round 1, 2, 3, and 3. The first 2 days. So expect that. Looking forward to it. Great time of year. I'm just like, God, is it Thursday yet? Like, we're almost there though. It's Tuesday. We're almost there. Wednesday's gonna suck. I was like, damn, we're one day away. Like, this day this be over with. But yeah, looking forward to Thursday. Again, leave a comment, like, subscribe to the channel. We got more future giveaways coming soon too. Look out for those. I'd love to do one soon. Might just announce one on draft night, man. Just to fucking do it. I might just think of it right now. I might just come up with this once this video ends. Might come up with a draft day giveaway. But until then, we'll see you on the next video. Again, look forward to that Daily Football Zone mock draft. It's gonna be released tomorrow. And until then, happy draft week. Hope your teams make the right decisions, and we'll see what happens. But until then, we'll see you on the next video.